Is it true that on that set, you and LL got into it?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, was it like a fist fight, or y'all just was wrestling?
No, it was real. It was, but no, what it was that football team became a team,
right?
And that's when you know you're really doing shit, because it really became really competitive. So I was Willie Beeman. I wasn't Jamie Foxx when I showed up.
Right.
When I show up on the set.
Tonight, Michigan State Police positively identified the 3 bodies found in a Highland Park apartment complex as the 3 missing rappers.
Armani Kelly, Montoya Givens, and Dante Wicker were all headed to a planned performance at a club on Detroit's east side.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Welcome to One Buck,
where we keep it a buck,
and we hope y'all keep it a buck too. I'm Kev.
This is Coop, man. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. It's One Buck Podcast. Back to do what it do. Family, how you feeling today, man?
Man, I'm pretty fair for a square. You know what I'm saying? How about you?
Cuz, locked in, loaded, as I said, man. Blessed, no stress, trying to keep it up off our chest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Try to put it on yours at the end of the day, man. Also, we like to stir that pot and do what, family?
Man, expand your mind.
Expand that mind, put some fat on your head to make you think about the stuff that we putting down on the show.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they may need to go back and rewind it. You know, some people say we talking too fast, y'all just listening too slow. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's not that, man. So, look, cuz always a blessing to lock in with you, man.
Absolutely.
How we do it, you know how we stir that pot up, man. Hit that switcheroo. We're going to give y'all under 25 minute segment today. Knock it down. Family, what you got up for us, man?
Man, so I just got hit the other night. I was having a little sip and something flew across my airwaves. Back home in the D, 3 rappers, they did not disclose the name, came up missing, just got found dead. Y'all check out this clip.
Tonight, Michigan State Police positively identified the 3 bodies found in a Highland Park apartment complex as the 3 missing rappers.
Armani Kelly, Montoya Givens, and Dante Wicker were all headed to a planned performance at a club on Detroit's east side, but that performance was canceled and they were never seen or heard from again. Let's get to Sean Lay. He's live for us tonight. Sean, is there any word on the cause of death?
We are hearing possible gunshot wounds, but that has not yet been confirmed because the state of the bodies, autopsies may take 2 days. Been talking to the brother of Montoya Givens. He's absolutely in shock tonight. I want to give everyone a look of where investigators have been coming and going, where these bodies were found in this vacant, boarded up apartment building here. Investigators telling me they believe the men came here, were killed here, upstairs, and then their bodies concealed in the basement. And right now we know that a 15-year-old is being held without bond in connection to this, but police are moving quickly to arrest others. Local 4 cameras are here in Highland Park at the scene of a horrific triple homicide, and you can see Michigan State Police investigators are here this afternoon. 3 bodies were discovered in an abandoned portion of this building at McNichols and Log Cabin yesterday. Bodies concealed under piles of debris and construction materials. Now, it has been confirmed the bodies have been identified as the 3 missing friends, aspiring rappers, Armani Kelly, Dante Wicker, Montoya Givens, all on their way to perform at a Detroit club January 21st, but never heard from again. It's unclear what or who led the men to this rat-infested building. What is clear, the homicides and the concealing of the bodies all happened inside this building.
The whole scene is confined in that building. The scene where the homicide took place and where the bodies were left. So everything is in that area. That is the crime scene.
A huge part that led to the break in this case on January 25th. Warren police recovered a stolen car. They discovered it belonged to Armani Kelly. Warren investigators then tracked the suspected car thief, a 15-year-old Warren teen. That led to information about this building in Highland Park and the bodies.
Now, big questions facing detectives, including investigating whether the booking of the performance at the lounge was nothing more than a setup targeting one of the men, according to what one of their family members told Fox 2 exclusively Thursday night. Detroit police are looking at that theory and have not confirmed whether that's the case.
Anytime you have this type of case, the police are very, very connected. Warren works with Detroit, with the state police, police in Tennessee perhaps, maybe the Feds, FBI, whatever.
Attorney and Fox 2 reporter Charlie Langton says lawyers in the legal system are striving to get the facts right, including the circumstances surrounding the murders.
And the only people that we know now, the major people, would be the two people that would be in custody. We understand that there's one person in Knoxville, Tennessee. That person is arrested for some reason. We have to figure that out. There's also someone in Macomb County, a young person, a teenager, a juvenile, who is being held for stealing a car. But it happened to be the car that these rappers may have used. That may not be enough, but it may be something to go on.
The men had been missing since January 21st. Police say Kelly, a rapper on the rise from Oscoda, was scheduled to play Lounge 31 on the east side, but a source at the lounge said that the show was canceled due to an issue with the DJ. Kelly's car was found days later in Warren with a 15-year-old inside of it. He was taken into custody. From there, a missing persons report went out and drew the attention of the family members of the other missing men. The biggest break in the case coming Thursday night when police rushed to the abandoned apartment complex and made that disturbing discovery amid poor conditions inside the structure, including an infestation of rats, according to state police. The probe into this complex case continues.
Okay, this building I used to walk past every day on my way home from school, Alley Middle School. My house was a couple blocks down, 6 Mile that way. Well, log cabin to 6 Mile. And this is the building they just pulled. They found those three missing rappers, only one of which was from Detroit, in here. I think it was either this building or one next door, or it was this one giant building. But so we're in Highland Park. It was a little city in the middle of Detroit. It's the birthplace, really, of the modern world. The Model T plant was here. This is the first place where the assembly line, which changed the world more than anything, mass production, it's right down the street. And this became, at different times, this municipal entity, Highland Park, had the highest murder rate of anything in the whole country. Murder rate of 150, 200 per 100,000. But so those three guys, of course, the internet sleuths are supposedly solving it. I'm not going to get into all that, but there's all these Facebook lives of him. Just the one guy whose mother started the search. They were missing for 12 days before they found him. This was from Lansing, and he was a blood, and he was talking about stuff that happened in prison on his little blog. He only had 500 subscribers on his YouTube channel, but he was talking about who was telling, who did male activities in the joint and all kind of crazy stuff, and gang, and this guy's in the vice lords, and this one's in this, and this one's in that. And people say that's what caused this, but as someone who, well, I don't want to imply I know about any unsolved murders, because I don't. But let's just say I hear different sets of false gossip about a lot of stories that supposedly people know what happened, and famous stuff about whoever in Detroit, other cities, but definitely in Detroit. You don't know unless they arrest somebody and charge him and convict him just because he was on live with somebody and y'all, oh, look at his eyes. Like, that doesn't mean anything. They already the internet's trying to convict them guys that he was on live with. You do not know that them guys had anything to do with this. But I guess what I would like to say is, obviously somebody did something to him for some reason. Don't think because you in a gang with somebody, or you smoked a blunt with somebody, or you popped the RP with somebody, or you got some pussy with somebody, or you was even in the joint with somebody. That's not really a bond. You just, we know each other from the street. That's not a bond. For you to really be moving around out here in these streets and trust somebody. You gotta know people like, you know, you've been pallbearer at the grandma's funeral, ate food at their house, they ate food at your house. You did all the different things of life over many years. But you young guys just out here running around talking about, oh, this is my A1 day one. If you're 21, what's the A1 day one? You known him for 5 years, 10 years? That's nothing. The guy holding the camera right now, me and him known each other for 30 years, 31 years. So 12 days, those 3 guys were missing. I don't know why it became a national news story. I guess it had all the, it was their rapper angles, but referring to them as rappers, I mean, not trying to be disrespectful, but I mean, they weren't like known people. I think they had some rap songs out and they were going to some so-called showcase or something on the east side. Didn't arrive. Their car got found, dumped in Warren. A 15-year-old was driving it. He probably just saw it and joyroaded. And they were found in this building here on the near west side, Highland Park, 6 Mile. I don't know what the police are doing, but the internet is saying that those guys that were on this live had something to do with it. I don't necessarily believe that, but I tell you, if you ain't from around here, don't come around here. The guy that had the vlog that was talking about all this gang stuff in Detroit, he was from Lansing, which doesn't mean, you can't be tough or anything like that, but with this street stuff, it's too much you gotta know to really keep yourself safe. Like, you gotta really know, like, don't talk about this, don't say this, that kind of way. And he just on the internet just talking. I don't know if that was his demise. You really never know what somebody did. They could have could have been some drug deal gone wrong. It's hard to believe, though, that 3 adult males would get taken here, because you would know somebody take you in a building like this there, So maybe, I don't know what the evidence, you'll have to read. I don't really get into all that, but I don't know if they were found. It looks like they were dumped or they were taken care of here. I really don't know, but Armani, what was his name? Marley Wolfie or something was his internet name. Him and the other 2 guys were found in this house here. Apartment building late last night or early this morning or something. So RIP or BIP or whatever they say, but be careful. Just because you know somebody from some street activities or prison, or you in the same so-called gang, that don't mean they're your friend. So if you ain't from around here, don't come around here. Al Prophet in Highland Park, American Dope.
So there you have it. Man. You can kind of see like what it is. They didn't disclose, like I said, they gave the government names, but they didn't disclose who the rappers are.
Yeah. It's crazy over there.
Really nothing too much to say off of this. I'm just trying to,
right.
It's not uncommon, but it is kind of like, if you know the D, if you're from there, you've been there, you read about it in the paper, like, it's wild. It's a wild place, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your thoughts off of this, man?
Don't say it surprised me, man. Seemed like the city of Detroit. Shout out to the city of Detroit. We're going to always say that, give you a shout out where we say, what up, though?
What up, though?
To the city of Detroit, man. But this what I'm going to say about the city, man, We know how everybody moved from different sides, you know what I'm saying? We seen what happened with the jewelry store, you know what I'm saying? To the owner.
Right.
Everybody plays sides, everybody plays fence. You never know at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You could be in the wrong area, wrong territory by mistake, you know what I mean? Or it could play out to where it's something that's really, fashionable to niggas where they know you feel what I'm saying? So, bro, that's a crazy situation, man, because it's a lot. We just seen a lot of these boys from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it's a struggle everywhere, bro. People got to eat however they going to eat, you know what I mean? And they going to do what they got to do at the end of the day, so.
It definitely, so we're in a whole totally different section, you know what I'm saying? But still, the D politics is probably always going to be coming to me some type of way or fashion because we from Michigan, you know what I'm saying? Any Michigan politics is going to come. But here's the thing: my thing behind this is it's always kind of foul to me to see, not kind of, but foul to me to see we still doing the different things that we doing. But like I said, in the hood politics of things go on for a reason, but you get a certain amount of money. This is why they tell you, like, stop spending your time in the hood.
Man, that's real talk, man.
You can't come through flossing and thinking like you the man. And you don't want to move away.
It could be the hood. Sometimes it could be the wrong area. Like I said, dog, with the Hellcat, that was the running back for Washington. He rolled up in the wrong hood. I've been to Washington. I've been there all thick and through.
DC don't play.
So I'm saying, there's some parts of DC you roll up in. You roll up in the cat, nigga. You looking like lunch meat. You know what I'm saying? So. And you ain't ready for it. You ain't ready for the consequences of what's coming behind you. And you in that kizzy, bro.
They were supposed to perform. Yeah. And they came up missing. And they ain't got found.
Bro. So. You go down to some of those spots, man. Like I said, we always talk about that. We talked about another episode. Like I said, we was down there in Wealthy.
Yeah.
And that building I'm talking about, man, that building was bigger than this, probably right here. This area and a little over there. I kid you not, bro. From here to the end of this,
like for a store though, that's shoulder to shoulder, elbow to
something would have went down when that whole
shotgun clubs. There's a lot of shotgun clubs.
Them niggas know the way out, bro. Nobody else in the front, you hit.
Right.
If everybody running in and you hit, bro, you can't even go at the back.
And that remind me of a spot called Raynita James. A little bar, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe it go down, but it's a shotgun club. It's one way in, one way out.
Hey, man, it's crazy because, like I said, man, it don't stop over there, man. Any city that's moving, you know, what they doing, you know, people out there, you know, been in there, you know, and doing the damn thing for eons before. You know, you're going to have that, man. It's going to be plenty of turmoil, plenty of everything, man, because you got different sides, you know. You got E-course, you know what I'm saying? There's other, you know, it's just other subdivisions of it, man. So it's deeper than that, you feel me? And you know, like I said, I only know what I know from being in school around that area and then bopping down 75, man. We was down there all day and night. I had to whip. So
up and down.
I had to whip. Nobody else had a whip. So I'm taking niggas everywhere. I'm all over Ohio, you feel me?
Right.
Because this is the dope one, bringing that up, man.
What you got up?
Shit, I got one. You won't bring it up, man. Because I had to, man. Y'all seen, I don't know if Bill Bellemy been kind of bringing himself back up here lately, man. But Bill Bellemy, man, talks about a story with Any Given Sunday. Now, we knew the turmoil between LL and we knew the turmoil between Jamie Foxx. So, you know, we you know, here on One Buck, man, for those of y'all that might not have caught it, for those of you that have, man, we going to kind of revisit this moment. Where Bill Bellemy talks about, you know, the LL fight with Jamie Foxx, man, the testosterone in the building, the whole 9 yards, man. But y'all only gonna get it right here on One Buck Podcast the way we put it down. We gonna catch y'all back here after this quick clip.
Is it true that on that set, you and LL got into it?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, was it like a fist fight or y'all just was wrestling?
No, it was real.
This is a true story. This was when Jamie Foxx got knocked out on the set of Any Given Sunday, right? It's 98 going into 99. We all in Miami. And for all the people that love football, Any Given Sunday definitely, to me, top 5 ever made. Shout out to Oliver Stone. Shout out to Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J. I'm the only other person that can tell this story because I was in it. I watched it happen. So we didn't have social media back then. So the word was, it was just whispers about this fight that happened. Was it real? Did it really happen? And it just so happens that, you know, I'm in the scene when the fight happened. So just to set this up, right? So you got LL Cool J, who's the fullback, who's the star of the team. He would be the equivalent to like Marshawn Lynch, right? Okay, cool. Then you got my character, who's the wide receiver, Jimmy Sanderson, who would be the equivalent to DeAndre Taylor or OBJ, you know what I'm saying? And Jamie is basically, you know, the new quarterback that's super gifted, and he would be the equivalent to, you know, Mahomes or, you know, Lamar Jackson. Okay, cool. So now you got the characters, right? The fight kind of happened to me because there was a lot of competitive alpha male energy on the set all day, every day. Just like in football, you know, cats popping shit. Everybody talking about where they played football, I didn't play football, I played basketball, so I never had no football stories, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? You know, Jamie, you know, had played football in high school. So, you know, he really had a lot to say about that, you know, and it got under, you know, LL Cool J's skin a couple times, you know, and we snapping. So, you know how cats be sitting around talking shit and one of the jokes go too far, right? And you could tell because the dude will say some shit, yeah, whatever, man, because when they look off and they gonna be like, yo, man, whatever, man. You know, you came to my concerts when, you know what I mean? I've been in the game a long time, fam. You know what I mean? When they say fam, they kind of hot, but they ain't saying it, but they laughing. Yeah, word is born. Like that's Todd. You know, when he get mad, he like, yo, word is born. All right, you know what I'm saying? Ha ha, do you know, but he really hot. So I had told Jamie, I said, Jamie, man, you might want to ease up with the jokes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He ain't really a joke cat like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't think he wearing it too well. Jamie's like, come on, man, he fine at me, B. He fine at me, you know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? I said, I'm just telling you, I'm a New York type of dude, you know, you a Texas cat. I'm telling you, when real dudes ain't really like that. They laugh a little bit, but they don't want to be embarrassed. You feel me? Case in point, now we get to the scene, right? The scene is basically, if you watch the movie, we're coming off the field. It's a botched play. The play was supposed to be a handoff to LL Cool J's character. It was an audible on the fly. It's a 3rd and like 8. We lose the ball. We coming off the field. LL Cool J's character is hot because he was in the flat wide open. He didn't get the ball. So I run my route. I didn't get the ball. So we all saying, what's going on, Beeman? You know, that's his character. Like, what you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Stay focused, blah, blah, blah. And so during the scene, it's supposed to be hot. And it was hot. But as we doing the scene, he say a line, I say a line, Jamie say a line, Jamie say a line, he say a line. And as I'm about to say my line, LL Cool J, boom, hits Jamie Foxx in the head, like on the helmet though. So it was like a boom, and I was like, oh shit. And Jamie forgot his line. He knocked his line out his head, right? So Jamie was like, yo, hold up, cut. Whoa, dog. Whew. And I could see birds going around Jamie's head. And I was like, Jamie, you good? You all right? He was like, yo, B, he just bombed me in the head real quick. That's crazy. So he goes to Todd. He said, yo, my man, why you hit me in the head? Like, yo, that ain't in the scene. He was like, nah, B, I'm just doing me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to hurt you, man. I'm just saying, I'm going my scene. Just let me do my thing. So Jamie was like, yo, B, am I crazy? I said, yo, man, you know, it's borderline bananas, but, you know, he probably ain't mean it, so whatever, right? So cut, take two, we come back, he say something, Jamie say something, I say something, he say something, boom! Jamie's lines come out his head again, right? So I'm like, Jamie, you gotta say your line. Say it before he hits you. Jamie's like, yo, B, man, for real, B, he bombed me in my head. I'm bugging, I'm seeing things. I said, yo, Jamie, I'm still here. You all right? He was like, nah, man, he not gonna keep hitting me in my head like that. I was like, uh-oh. I said, oh, man. Jamie said, I told you, man, don't put your hands on me no more, right? So it got kind of hot right there. I was like, oh, man, these dudes, man, this is #1 football movie, and we on some hood shit, right? Take 3. He say something, Jamie say something, I say something. Jamie turns around and punches LL Cool J in the mouth. Boom! Oh, shit, right? I said, oh, shit. Split my man's mouth open because he didn't have his helmet on, right? I said, these niggas is bugging. So Todd is like, Todd didn't even flinch. That's how crazy it was. He's just like, boom. Yo, B, please tell me you ain't just punched me in my lip, bro. And he was like, yeah, man, I told you don't put your hands on me no more. I told you that already. He said, and it was weird. It was weird because the way he tasted his blood, he was like, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Period. I'm gonna fuck you up. And so he went to grab Jamie. He said, ain't nothing you gonna do about it. Ain't nothing you can do. It. Just know it's coming, right? And I said to Jamie, Jamie, I don't know if you ever stirred up a hornet's nest. When it gets stirred up, it get real. Now, I already knew what it was gonna be, right? So everybody broke it up. Oliver Stone comes running out the tent. Hey guys, oh my God, oh God, what's going on? Are you guys serious? We're shooting an $80 million movie. So Todd fakes everybody out. He's like, yo, I'm good, B. Don't trip, man. You know what I'm saying? We actors, you know what I mean? It can happen, you know what I mean? I knew when he laughed like that. He was like, we good, baby. Let's do the movie, man. I'm here to make a film. That's what I'm here for. I'm a professional. So everybody kind of calmed down, and Jamie goes over there, they go over there, I'm over here, and I'm like, yo, man, these two dudes bugging. I'm never gonna get my line. Remember I said LL Cool J did not have a helmet on. Jamie Foxx did. Take 4. He say something, I say something, Jamie say something, Jamie say something, LL say something, and I'm about to say my line again. LL Cool J snatches Jamie helmet up because his chin strap is not locked. And immediately, boom! Jamie is knocked the fuck out. Like, literally, like, I see Jamie falling down. And what was really crazy was there was this huge light thing there, you know, that they move around to give us light when the lights going for we do night filming, right? Jamie, I knew Jamie was out because the way his head hit the thing right there, boom, he was gone. And I was like, yo, Jamie, are you going to say your line? He's not going to say his line right now. I don't think he's going to wake up. So Jamie's out. All the football players rolled LL Cool J about 25 yards that way. They just pushed him and rushed him out the way. People trying to wake Jamie up. His mouth is bleeding. This is crazy, right? So at the time, nobody knew what was going on. We thought Jamie had a busted lip at the time. But at the time, what we realized was Jamie had bit through his tongue. So it was really bad. It's a mess, right? So now we can't shoot. Now production is stopped. This is an expensive movie, okay? Oliver Stone directed. This is the shit that got hilarious. So it's tension beyond compare on the set. Now just imagine my trailer is in the middle of these two crazy ass dudes, which makes it actually hilarious for comedy, right? Because it's a standoff now. Ain't nobody speaking. The set is stressed the fuck out. Ain't nobody talking, and it's just Jamie's in his trailer. LL Cool J, aka Todd Smith, is in his trailer, and he ain't, you know, it's a standoff, right? Nobody's talking, nobody's going to work, right? Now this happened for 2 days, I think, roughly 2 days, right? So they start shooting other shit, but we still got to shoot this shit together, right? So here's the funny shit. Somebody call their crew. I don't know if anybody on here got a New York squad. Like, I got a real rugged New York East Coast squad. Like, if I made a phone call, it could get crazy, right? So this goes to show you between street cats and like R&B cats, right? Because Todd or somebody in his camp made a call, and I promise you, within 24 hours in Miami, it was 30 Yankee hats, Timberland boots, starter jackets, 8-ball jackets, gold ropes. Everybody looked like Noriega. Everybody looked like Fat Joe, Big Pun. I mean, it looked like a whole New York situation. I'm talking the grimiest thugs came down to Miami, and they all around LL Cool J's trailer, right? And All Jamie got around his trailer is Marcus King and his boy. It was bad. It was bad. Everybody is tight. And here come Jim Brown, right? So Jim Brown said, what's going on with these niggas, man? I said, Jim, you know, they have some type of beef or whatever. Cause Jim comes to me like I'm supposed to, you know, I'm the negotiator, the litigator, whatever, right? So Jim says, hey man, I want to call a meeting today, right now. Go get them niggas. Bring them. Now they in my trailer. This is what's crazy, right? And everybody got respect for Jim for whatever reason, right? So Jim calls the meeting. Jim said with his little kufi on and shit. Now what's going on in here, gentlemen? And everybody's saying, I'm good. You know, Ty cool, he on his shit. Yo, he got what he wanted, you know what I'm saying? He knocked Jamie out. He pretty good with it. I'm good, man. Jamie like, I ain't good with it. So you mean to tell me you motherfuckers don't understand that y'all getting the opportunity to work for this studio and the road that we paid for you motherfuckers? None of y'all came through the civil rights. Now Jim Brown having a flashback and shit. So everybody like, yo, he's motherfucking think he's sitting there with Ali, Malcolm X, and whoever else he was with, Andrew Young. He's starting to have flashbacks talking about, you know, the struggle and what black men been through and how we look crazy being on this set, fighting each other and stuff, and we are a bad example and whatever. So the shit worked. So at the end of the day, he was like, I want y'all to break bread and we gonna go out here and make this motherfucking movie, right? So it was tight, but cats kind of like, was like, yeah, you know, you right, Jim. You know what I'm saying? You know, we doing too much fighting on the set and whatever.
No, what it was that football team became a team.
Right.
And that's when you know you're really doing shit because it really became really competitive. However, I was the biggest LL fan in the world. So I was Willie Beeman. I wasn't Jamie Foxx when I showed up. Right. When I show up on the set, bro, I had rented a Ferrari Spider. Yellow, and I had a girl drive me to the set. She was in a bikini and shit.
And I
had yes, I'm Willie Beeman. Not James. And then I get out with I had one of them see-through like mesh black shirts, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it's like you see your nipples out and everything. But it's Miami. I'm like, so I'm living this whole thing, got my shades on, and everybody that I would see, I was Willie Beeman, but then I see LL, I take my shades off, oh shit, what's up, L? And L was like, yo, where you get the Ferrari from? Oh yeah, I can get you one, whatever you need, right? And so, you know, because I was a big fan of his, and so every day I would show up in a different car, I would show up in a Hummer. And then LL, yo, where you get the Hummer from? I said, I can get you. And so then LL would show up with a Hummer. But I was feeling good. I thought that was my guy. Right. And then I showed up with the Spider, the Hummer, and the Coupe. And all the girls was driving my shit.
So y'all see the clip. Bill Bellemy goes in, gives his side of the story, talking about LL, talking about Jamie Foxx getting into a real fight. Yes, indeed, a real fight, throwing blows. And basically, Jamie tried to come up and snuff LL, and LL wasn't having it, you know what I'm saying? LL's the type of dude that would do this and that, and then got his whole car pulled by Jamie too, so he snuffed him, you know? So what Bill Bellemy, you know, what he says, man, and just what's your thoughts on it, man? Because you've seen the turmoil kind of unfolding through that movie, man. Which was a different movie, by the way.
I felt like, when I heard about the news before time,
I could feel it in the movie.
You could tell, you could tell, like, man. You know, somebody really wanted to be the star. You know, Jamie's an actor. You know,
no doubt,
hell of an actor, really. You know what I'm saying? But LL breaking off into the acting, I think he probably kind of took it way too serious. According to Jamie, like
It
Jamie
was like
saying,
an alpha dog. You know what I'm saying?
like
Like,
somebody
who's the
had to
alpha
be
dog?
the alpha
Yeah.
in it. So it was
For the movie, and they really took it to heart. You know what I mean? Like,
it was a little wild with that, man.
man,
to be honest.
Hey, Bill Bellemy, to what he said, I think it's kind of funny, man, because you actually probably don't really see this in a lot of movies, because these dudes is paid to get along at the end of the day.
Right.
So, you know, to see the turmoil, they said they really got to fighting dude, cracked him in the head. Dude bust the LL lip, you know what I'm saying, a little something, whatever, you know, and LL was the one that would hold it back. So,
You know, us light-skinned niggas, we don't like none of that hits. You know what I'm saying? We don't like none of that.
No snubs or whatever.
We get pink. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad deal. Like, the scars be shown.
Facts, bro.
So, you know, we don't like none of that. You know, dark-skinned folks, you know, the dark-skinned niggas, they can wear a nice little shiner and it don't really hit them, you know what I'm saying, the same way. But us, niggas be damn.
Niggas going in, don't they?
Sounding like Craig.
It's going in. Look, man. I said, man, I just think it's crazy bringing it up.
Absolutely.
You know, just looking at what's really going on and what's popping. You know, to see what we talk about on every show, man. We cover the dynamics, man. We want to bring y'all the base. We always want to make sure that we bring clips for you guys. We'll be including links as well, so links will be below of what the videos that we're coming across of, so that they can see what it is and what it do. Man, when you look at a situation like that, man, just closing out, cause what could you tell people that's watching to, you know, that they got to do if you can give them some game?
Me personally thinking, like, I think a lot of people, if they were more humble and just basked in their own ambience.
Man, chill.
You know what I'm saying? Being appreciative, you know, you find yourself going a lot further.
Man, more appreciative.
More appreciative, and don't let, you know, the rigmarole go to your head. Like, Denzel seems like he's probably one of the most, as far as interview-wise, I don't know him, but like I said, interview-wise, he seems like he's the most humble actor, you know, that I've seen thus far. Nothing but positiveness, it seems like, when it comes to him. Doesn't seem like he's arrogant, an a-hole, or nothing of the nature. But
doesn't seem like it, but we really don't know.
We really don't. Like I said, I'm going based off of interviews. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas, a lot of these niggas is assholes.
Yeah,
now, you know
absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of these niggas is assholes, man. You know, and you know people's opinions and their thoughts and you know what they think. Sometimes you need to look more into it and see the stuff that we're trying to put down on the show, because it's like this what we putting down. Like I said, this stuff ain't scripted. This stuff is straight off the dormitory, man. We fresh. Like I said, off the press when we do it, man. As simple as that. It's not made up. It's not scripted. We ain't talking about it because I don't want to hear it when he hear it. We gonna save it for y'all, bro. That's how it roll, bro.
Yeah, he really be like that, y'all. Like, ladies and gentlemen, for real, like, we don't talk as much like we used to, but you know what I'm saying?
We know
like,
we really good.
We know what we going to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, we finna bump for a minute with y'all, but for real, like, even before, like, when we were first starting out, it got to a point, like, he was like, bro, I don't want to hear it. He'd tell me flat out, like, I want to hear it.
Wait for the show, because we might say some stuff and then bump that out, you know what I'm saying? And then get to the show, and then we ain't got nothing to say. So
and then there you have it.
Man, and that's, to me, that's the Cajun season on the show, you know what I'm saying? That give it that different, you know what I mean, that different vibe for y'all, that hit different. So, you know, y'all, like I said, man, we just appreciate everybody rocking with us. But you know how we like to do, cuz, man, we like to hit them with that what? Switcheroo, man. Go on, hit them with it, man. Let them know what
I'm curious to think, like, what's your views off of finding out, once again, they playing God, splicing the monkey with human DNA.
Man.
Nah, this joint out here in the wilderness, like, it's wild.
We in the jungle every day. That's what I think. I think all of these, you know, diseases, things that are not curable. They're bringing back monkey. You know, all these different things that have been going on in the world. It's just like a slap back in the face, a full circle for us again. And that's not by coincidence, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, every time it's tiers to this stuff. Like people say it's levels to this job, bro. It's tiers to this stuff, bro.
Right.
I called that out on an episode that hopefully we end up dropping sooner or later down the road, you know what I mean? But we dropping gems talking about real stuff, so.
Man, it's just, to me, they've been doing this for a while, but like I said, for them to actually do this junk, because they always had a theory that we as humans had derived from apes and evolved. It's just odd to me, and I guess they say it had to do something with trying to find some type of cure, you know what I'm saying, for this and the third. In order for them to find out, they had to genetically modify a monkey.
We ain't came from no apes.
Man,
people know we ain't came from apes.
Right.
Like, how we evolving from that?
I guess it was the only technical DNA that they could try until it was like spliced with human DNA.
Technical DNA or hidden from the black population so that they don't know where their actual roots come from. Which one is it? Because what I see is a bunch of buffoonery, you know what I'm saying? Like, they hide this shit on one end,
it definitely
but the real people know what it is on the flip side, bro. So it's crazy, bro. It's a narrative right there, for real.
I just kind of feel like, they going too far with it, man. It really is.
And I agree with you 100%. I'm never taking that away. I'm just saying, man, the world we live in, man, is something else. It's something crazy, man. You never know what you're going to get every day.
And we think we got time for a little switchy?
Man, you always know we got time for a switchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, so you know how we like to do it, man. We hit y'all with that switchy, like Cuz say again, because we're gonna keep something locked in on it. And I just got a question for you, man. I just want to know, how do you feel on it and where do you stand?
All right.
Do you feel like people need to kind of grow their own stuff? Stock up on foods right now and everything if they could. If they had a choice, how would you feel, man? Would you feel like people would need to stock up on food, start putting stuff away, start thinking for the future?
Yeah.
You could put food up for a year, 2 years, 5 years. When it goes out, you can still reuse it. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel like it's time for people to start putting stuff up and really locking in for what's to come?
I would definitely say so. The way that it's looking, I'm hearing talks about Target, other businesses supposed to be closing mass number of stores.
Warehouses.
It's a lot of different stuff that's going on that's just like weird. It's weird jointed, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely would say it's about time for you. But then again, I kind of feel like once the government catches on to it, they'll try to find some way for you to have to seize that.
So they season it now, man. Speaking of season, what's cracking? You know what I mean? Man. Like it's definitely different times we living in, man. I never thought in a million years, even I never lived that long, but I never would have thought that old expression. I never thought in a million years, from a kid to my adulthood, that I would see the world to be how it is, bro. Yeah, it's definitely it's a wicked place. It's a wicked place, man. It's controlled for you to be, Cuz said, previous. We always promote our episodes the way that we put it down. But y'all always go back and look at the previous stuff that we also put down on those previous episodes. And, absolutely. We always go off topics that we feel that's true, to heart, for us. And just bringing some light and seeing what y'all think about it too. Because I know him and I sit up and like, okay, this don't sound right. You know how you chopping up like that. Come on, bro. I always, like I said to y'all, like, I always was that kid. I knew I drew the teachers, up the wall, because I would always, especially in history, like when they got to talking about his story. We used to talk about that too. How? Hand would always, how? It doesn't make sense. When they say we developed from a caveman, like you said, ape and all that, come on, man. I don't believe no bit of that, bro. Man, they saying the whole species of humans developed from the ape. Monkeys, Planet of the Apes. We ain't Planet of no damn apes. We human beings. There's no way, shape, or form that could ever happen. A lot of you people do believe it. Just people say that, you know, people be conspiracy theorists, or it's free people giving you free game when, like we talked about in previous episodes, if somebody telling you something and y'all hear it, not only once or twice or three, 4 times after that, then y'all better start paying attention to what's really popping out here, man.
And it's too, like, you really can't really, for instance, you really can't put nothing in their perspective no more, like what they were saying, because now I'm looking at the fact of this situation with the slave ships. Like, I'm really thinking all the situations of how many people that they brought over here, supposedly.
Allegedly, supposedly.
Where is the proof that them ships existed?
Ain't none. That's what they said.
Where is it?
That's what they said. Whatever they painted in their narrative, us, you know, for us to see, actually, because that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting to go back and question all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, that we've been, you know, really taught. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like,
none of it.
A lot of the ships didn't make it. So you mean to tell me from that voyage, even if they did, there's proof that there was a Mayflower, there's proof of
everything. That's what they
the
say.
art. There's proof of this. There's proof of that.
Just
but
like,
where's it at?
Just like Dog from the government said about the, you know, the coronavirus back then when he was talking.
Yeah.
The one dude that quote unquote retired and stepped down. Ema, what was his name? I can't remember his name. Start with an E, I believe.
I can't think of Dog.
We'll leave a picture of SpongeBob SquarePants down there, man, for y'all that came up with all these different technical theories when it came down to this whole hookup. And basically how he lied and manipulated to the people. Like I said, man, we definitely stir that pot over here, man. And just appreciate everybody that's rocking with us, man. Make sure you like,
share,
subscribe
with your little ugly ass.
You heard him, and that part right there for a lot of y'all that's watching, definitely do that. But we just appreciate everybody that's rocking with us, man. Continue to rock with us as we go all the way up.
Absolutely.
Like I said, man, the grind don't stop, cuz, man. It's always a pleasure when we lock in. A lot of people said, okay, yeah, we watching y'all that know us. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't giving that support. It actually depends on what we're saying and how you're listening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you see what we see and you realist like we are, you can look at it and say, okay, just let me do my research. Let me log in. Let me see what it is. And make myself better in some way, shape, or form. And if there's anything that Kev say, or if there's anything that I say that really gravitates to y'all, man, hit the like button, man, and subscribe to the channel, man. That's on what it is.
Also, I always encourage people to, you know, comment.
Yes,
let us know what you feel. You know, this is the podcast that is directed to wanting to interact with you feel. Don't just go off of, you know what I'm saying, what we say.
Right.
You know, do your research and then find out. You know, we just putting it out there in the atmosphere for you to, you know, damn, they might be on to something, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe y'all don't know what y'all, you know, whatever the case.
And speaking of all, you know, just collabing on what you said, man, when we speaking on it, not only are we speaking on the family, we give them the audio, we give them the visuals of from our perspective.
Right.
And then we give y'all other stuff. Like I said, links will be in the description of the things and where we're getting videos from or what we may be watching, because like I said, it's always a pleasure locking in and doing this one. Like I said, man, we're going to really gravitate to y'all, man. Hit the like button, man, and subscribe to the channel, man. That's on what it is.
Also, I always encourage people to, you know, comment.
Yes,
let us know what you feel. You know, this is the podcast that is directed to wanting to interact with you feel. Don't just go off of, you know what I'm saying, what we say.
Right.
You know, do your research and then find out. You know, we just putting it out there in the atmosphere for you to, you know, damn, they might be on to something, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe y'all don't know what y'all, you know, whatever the case.
And speaking of all, you know, just collabing on what you said, man, when we speaking on it, not only are we speaking on the family, we give them the audio, we give them the visuals of from our perspective.
Right.
And then we give y'all other stuff. Like I said, links will be in the description of the things and where we're getting videos from or what we may be watching, because like I said, it's always a pleasure locking in and doing this one. Like I said, man, also drop in the comments if y'all feeling the shorts too. Let us know what your thoughts is. You know, we just like to keep it quick, you know what I'm saying? Some of them, a lot of them, we gonna run the show, and then we might come up with some other stuff at the end of the day, who knows? But, cuz, what's the next part of this segment, man? What do we call it?
Heat for your feet.
Said the heat for your feet, bro. And y'all know we gonna bring it, man, as always. And y'all just give it a minute, man. I'm gonna pull this box up. We're gonna make it do what it do. So y'all see the box. This is just gonna be a replacement box. Couldn't tell you where the exact, thing is, but man, like I said, man, we do plenty of pennies. You know, cuz I'm gonna give you one, I'll get one. Don't touch the bottom. These, like I said, have been worn. You know, one of my favorites, you got that penny right here, that foam posit. Now, these is the new foam posits that cuz has been talking about every time we have dropped a version of penny ones, penny twos. Like cuz said, don't get it twisted for like SpongeBob SquarePants is out here. These are not the originals. This will be the second, third, fourth, whatever, fifth generation of the foam posit. But it's not this right here. We know this as the original foam posit. What's your thoughts on them, though, man?
I mean, it's a dope sneaker. Don't get me wrong. I don't think the ticket, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of the ticket, but, you know, it's a dope sneaker. It's, you know, really a stylish, to me, upscale version, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like some futuristic.
There you go. And that's what I was going
joints, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now I want to ask you a question real quick, because we do a lot of talking about the shoes. So I want you to pick up your shoe and I want you to feel the outside. And do you feel like the padding on the outside if you push that foam posit in? Do you feel the padding in there?
I can feel it.
So I'm saying it's really a sleek, comfortable shoe when you balling in it. Now, wait.
It feel like it. I was gonna say it feel like it's a heavy shoe to hoop in. I don't think I would hoop in it.
Shout out to Dolo, man. You wherever you is, man. You used to wear these at the park, at the nigga park, by the way.
Man.
Claude Evans. Shout out to Claude Evans in Battle Creek.
Shout out to
But
Dolo.
Vince used to wear the original penny foam posit, bro, and just and hooping them at the park. We used to look at them, bro, like it was 300. This is the first pair of shoes that came out that was 300. You feel what I'm saying? 350, 300. Numbers did stupid.
Man.
Of course, now they have died down. This is the reason why I'm waiting, and Cuz and I are waiting to bring this up on the show, because these are, you know, resurfacing again. They're becoming popular. So, you know, I just had to bring them out, man, for the show, for any of you foam posit lovers that's out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I do appreciate the design, the double pull tab, you know, some of the features, you know, at the bottom. And just everything about the shoe was ahead of its game.
It's definitely, like, when these dropped, they were a dope sneaker. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like I said, these were always my favorite ones because of how it looked and who wore it, especially just being in that time.
Now, balling in this shoe, I would give it a 7 rating. And I'm only going to say 7 because of the weight. What I will say is, as far as building that foam posit up to the top now, you're supporting your ankle, you know, and your back of your Achilles, and then everything else. Now at this point, that's why I feel it's a dope shoe. Weight wise, though, it sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, feel like your legs is heavy.
They heavy, but definitely a baller shoe. You know what I'm saying? Support your foot and everything else. Not sure what happened to Penny, you know what I'm saying? Well, Penny was wearing all his sneakers, but, you know, in his career, it didn't pan out the way it did. So, you know, who knows at the end of the day, but this is why we do the show, man. Make sure y'all do like,
share, subscribe.
Hey,
hit that notification bell.
Bang that notification bell, man. We just appreciate all the support all the way around, man. Wherever you at in the world, man, shout out to y'all. We all going through the same thing at the end of the day. All we can do is scrape off the gems that we can, put some fat on your head, do the due diligence to do the research, pick up what we putting down at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean? So, cuz, you know how we say, man, we're going to pick up what we put down on this one, on the next one. And this is One Buck Podcast.
We keep it a buck, and we hope y'all keep it a buck, too.
Peace.